What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to convert a 500 or a 420 motor and transmission casing into a 520 motor and transmission casing. So pretty much the only difference between this one and this one is out of a 2018 Honda Rubicon 500. And this one is out of a 2020 Honda Rubicon, that Rubicon right there. So really, the only difference between this one and this one is the bore size for the cylinder jug that goes in here. This size right here is the difference between this one and this one. Because this one is a 520, this one has a bigger bore size, you can see, where Honda bored it out bigger. These are the exact same internal components, same bearings, same nuts, same bolts. Everything goes in here. Only difference between the two is the internal size in here. So right here I've got a Honda Foreman 500 jug. You can see here, this one was an old one that I got. It was a cheap rebuild off of eBay for like 80 bucks. That came with the jug, piston rings, gasket seals, everything. It's a cheap rebuild. Recommend do not buy them. The piece of crap only lasted like 6 months and then it blew up. So don't get that one. And this is the OEM 520 cylinder jug out of this 2020 Rubicon. So the reason why we're rebuilding it is because Honda had a defect in the shift pattern, and it caused, well, the whole thing to really self-destruct. So you can kind of see in this one here, it took a chunk out of the transmission casing, and the other side I actually already pulled the crank out and all the bearings out and the studs out and already tossed already. But that one also, on the other side of this one was completely all blew apart. And so yeah, and then we got the broken shift drum here. You can see the big chunks that were taken out of it. And then some of the gearing too. All the old gearing here. This is what it did to reverse gear. It absolutely just obliterated this. And then some of these too, you can see the wear in it from the misshifting patterns. So we pretty much ran this thing till it didn't want to run anymore. It shot a hole out of the sub-transmission casing and pretty much toasted the entire transmission. So we were rebuilding this entire thing out of used parts we bought off of eBay. So, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be showing you the steps of how to pretty much, the way I did it to bore this out bigger so the 520 cylinder jug could fit down in here, just like so. Into here. As you can see, I bored it out a little bit, but I still need to go a little bit more. As you can see, it's not wanting to slide all the way down into there. I probably need to go another millimeter all the way around. And this one will want to go down. So pretty much this one I've pulled all the bearings out of already. Just that way none of these aluminum shards get into the bearings and end up needing new bearings. So I'm going to show you guys how you can get the bearings out of the cylinder, not the cylinder, the crankcase. So pretty much these, you can either use a press, or my way of doing it is so much easier. And all you gotta do is pull out these two 10mm bolts here. But yeah, let me fire up the torpedo heater and I'll show you how I get these things out. Right, so I got the torpedo heater fired up. So pretty much all you want to do, you can probably do this with a blowtorch or something, but I found that this is the easiest way. All you really gotta do is just stick it in front of the heater and just let it heat up the whole motor casing. And then you can just take it with a rubber mallet, and or even just sometimes you just smack the casing on a piece of wood, and then all of these bearings will just fall right out of here, which is really, really nice. Alrighty, that should be good. All you really gotta do is take it, slip it up on the desk, then grab yourself hammer, rubber mallet, whatever. There you go, just like that. Come out. Just like so. Might have to beat a little bit on the other side too. So yeah, it's pretty much all you gotta do is just heat it up to get the bearings out, and then you just heat it back up again to put the bearings back inside of it. So then it'll just drop right back in. But I need to get it hot, a little bit hotter, and these other bearings will fall right out. But this is the old casing, so we're not going to be reusing the bearings, but we'll save them for in case, you know, something happens, we need bearings. So I'll just strip this down and then we'll scrap this aluminum casing, but we'll save the other stuff. So anyway, on to making this hole bigger. So what I did to make this hole bigger, I got a 3-inch 80 grit sandpaper wheel on a drill. What I've been doing is just been going around just like this on the inside of this, and making this hole a little bit bigger, so that way this 520 jug will slide right in. And like, that's pretty much all you really got to do to make these to make this bigger. This Honda, what they did was they just bored it out bigger and then just put a bigger gasket on it. So I got a 520 full gasket kit for the Rubicon. You guys might be wondering, why can't you just bore out the 500 jug to a 520? Well, the answer is because they are actually, this top here is pretty much exactly the same where the studs line up and all that, but the size difference is really the outer diameter of the bore. So you can't bore this out to be the same size as this, because this right here, you guys can't really tell, but here, let me grab the measuring stick here. So this one here, the outer diameter of it is about 100.50 millimeters, and then the outer diameter on this one is about 100, what is this, about 104 and 68 is about the outer diameter here. So you can even get these bored out to 25 thousandths, 45 thousandths, and then to 60 thousandths oversized. On my foreman, I got this bored out to 60 thousandths. So definitely got a lot more torque when you bore these out bigger. So definitely going from this one to this one, you're definitely gonna be noticing a difference. And then if, say, for some reason you end up running low on oil, or you damage this cylinder jug, you can just bore this out bigger and you'll have even more of a big bore. So you can add an extra 1.5 millimeters on these, and you go up 60 thousandths if you want to bore this out. Same thing on this one, but you won't get the same power difference between the two, because they're the outer diameter is different. So you can pick, this one was a cheap rebuild I got off of eBay, like I said, and then this one was the OEM one. The difference in price between the two, this one is like $300 just the jug, and then if you were to buy just the full set and off-brand one off of eBay is like $80. So I mean, you can just keep doing these. For me, this one only lasted like 6 months. I was like banging rev limiter like 95% of the time every time I rode. That could be why, but or this could be just a cheap rebuild. I don't really know, but I'll definitely be testing the big bore kit on my foreman soon, and we're gonna be putting this back together. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.